अभी बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ हुई जिससे मेरे को पता लगा कि सक्सेस थोड़ी सिर पे चढ़ने लगी है। अभी सुरेश बोल रहे हैं लेट्स इनवाइट द फर्स्ट नेटवर्किंग कोच माय गुरु एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा, मैं खड़ा हो गया पहले अगर किसी और को बुला लेते तो क्या होता,
हो ही नहीं सकता।
थैंक यू गाइस, ग्रेट टू बी हियर विद एवरीवन, थैंक यू। बहुत सारे फेमिलियर फेसेस हैं। मुझे यहाँ आने के बाद रियलाइज हुआ कि मेरे कोर मैसेजेस जो मैं देता रहता हूँ, मैं जानना चाहता हूँ कि कितने लोगों ने पहली बार सुना हुआ है मेरे को सुना हुआ है, ताकि मैं जान सकूँ कितने लोगों को मैं बोर करने वाला हूँ आज। कितने लोग हैं? तो मैं आया क्यों यहाँ पे? But let's change the game. 18 minutes. Where are the networking platform? I'll purely focus the conversation about getting the most from a networking platform. Networking के तीन बहुत simple से concepts हैं: skills, system, and strategy. Skill number 1, आपके पास networking करने की काबिलियत होना जरूरी है, right? आप एक प्लेटफॉर्म में आए हो और यहाँ आके अगर आप लोगों से बात नहीं कर रहे हो, कॉन्वर्सेट नहीं कर रहे हो, तो प्लेटफॉर्म और क्या करेगा? ठीक है, मैं हमेशा एग्जांपल देता हूँ, मैं SX4 चलाता हूँ, इसलिए मैं हमेशा एग्जांपल देता हूँ कि एक वो व्यक्ति जो ठीक से नेटवर्क नहीं कर पाता है, someone who can't really network well, that person in a networking platform is like someone who drives an SX4 being given a Ferrari. Yeah? What will happen? Right? You give me a high performance machine and I'm not used to driving it, I'm not trained on it. How will it work? Right? So any networking platform has immense potential of shifting the way we do business, shifting our life. Yeah. The only question is, number 1, what is our commitment to the platform? How much are we committed? Now, this comes from, I always talk about there's some mistakes that people make at networking platform, and this is one of the mistakes that people make, that the platform comes around and says, okay, do these things. Do your one-to-one meetings, come make good presentations, create your introductions before coming in. But people don't do that, right? So that's again the same thing. You have a high-performing machine, but you're not committing to the training of that high-performing machine. Now, let's look at what's happening here. How many members do we have, Suresh, in this?
22.
22 members, right? Now, these 22 members, if I'm a member of Tajurba Plus, the 22 members are my sales team. Very simple, right? Now, the interesting thing is that they're actually technically not my sales team, because I'm not paying anyone. Well, I'm not paying anyone and I can't pay this talent, right? Number 1, this talent is not available for hire. That's the reason that you guys are business owners. But in a manner of speaking, you're my sales team. The catch though is that you, my sales team, needs to want to, on your own, work for me. In my business, my sales team will work for me because I give them money, right? Out here, the other 22 members will only work for me if they want to work for me. And here's a question. What would make them want to work for me? Some answers, some thoughts. Yes, please.
Work for them.
If I work for them. What does that mean? Everyone agrees? Yeah? The point is this. All of this, if you put it into one capsule, one power capsule, you start giving. So you are committed to them. What you need to be able to do, and please understand this, what you need to be able to do is when you come to this platform or any platform, and this applies even to our guests who are not members and who perhaps will not become members. And it equally applies to the members. That when you come into a networking platform, you want to know? Should I tell you? Because this is crazy, huh? Right, okay. So what you need to be able to do is keep your need and interest outside of the room. Now this is counterintuitive, because we come to these places to serve our need and interest. But if you want a networking platform to work for you, or your network to work for you, you need to work for them, which means that you have to forget about what you want. So when I forget about what I want, what do? I care about what you want. Right? But if I am a kind of member that is coming in to a networking platform and is only like going, hi, I'm Paritosh Pathak, networking coach, I do trainings for business owners, you should come, I'm doing this training, you should come. And I keep doing that and I'm not caring for you. You won't like me, you won't trust me, right? The credibility will not come into place. So networking is counterintuitive. हमने अभी तक नेटवर्किंग को लेके जो भी सोचा है उसको थोड़ा सा फाइन ट्यून करने की जरूरत है, चाहे आप नेटवर्किंग प्लेटफॉर्म में हो चाहे बाहर हो, डज नॉट मैटर. ओके, इफ यू वांट योर नेटवर्क टू वर्क फॉर you need to stop expecting it to work for you. As simple as that. You got to come in, forget what you want. You will have introduction time, you'll be able to do that. There'll be presentation time, you'll be able to ask. So those are the only times where you ask. So this is a 2-hour meeting, Suresh?
Yes.
In a 2-hour meeting, introduction is 1 minute, right? And is there a presentation?
Yeah, there are presentation.
10 minutes? 10 minutes? Right. So on the day that you have a presentation here, in 2 hours, you're only asking for 11 minutes. Rest of the time, what do you need to be doing? What? What? Giving. Yes. And on the day that you don't have a presentation, you're asking for 1 minute, and rest of the time, you're giving. If you study the most successful entrepreneurs, and there are quite a few here, and among those, the most successful networkers, you will never find them going, hi, I'm so-and-so. Never. And I need you guys to do that, okay? Some of the people approached me, started the conversation with your cards. This is in the networking world, I call it gunah-e-azim. Okay? You can only give your card when someone asks for it. Now, what will make you want to ask for my card? अच्छा, एक और फैक्ट बता दूं, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग. रिसर्च हुआ है जिसने ये आइडेंटिफाई करा है कि जब आप मांगते हो कुछ भी, does not matter what it is, आपकी receptivity is 80% higher. Now let's apply this to your cards. My card, I come out and I give it to Mohit. Mohit didn't ask for it. And Mohit says, अच्छा ठीक है जी. हाँ. अब वापस जाने के बाद क्या हुआ? अच्छा, कितनी बार आप लोगों के साथ होता है that you go to an event, you come back, sorry, you look at the cards and you go, ये किसका कार्ड था? ये कौन था? कभी होता है? होता है ना? Now that happens because the receptivity is not there. Because we are focused on introducing ourselves to the other person, but we're not focused on asking for the introduction of the other person. Now, one example I always give in anywhere I go and speak. मैं आपको मिला, एक example हो, मैं आपको एक networking event में मिला, तजुर्बा पे मिला. I approach you, you don't know me from before, and I say, hi, I'm Paritosh, what's your name? And I start talking to you about you. And I'm taking interest, genuine interest. What do you do? How did you get into doing this? Where do you work out of? What are the kind of people you work with? अच्छा, ये connect करा सकता हूँ आपके लिए. Would you be interested? Now, you're having this kind of conversation. We're having this kind of conversation. How long will it be before you'll get interested in me and you'll start wondering, what does he do? How long will it be? Yeah, a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Now you'll come around and say, okay, Paritosh, tell me about you. Now, the receptivity is 80% higher. You know, when you go out of a networking event and you remember those 3-4 people you've met 20, but you remember 3-4, right? That's why, because you've had a meaningful conversation. And if you want to add meaning to your networking, giving comes in. And again, I'm saying it's not limited to a networking platform. It's most important in a networking platform, but it's not limited to a networking platform. Absolutely, the moment you give up the expectation of receiving and focus on giving, the game changes. Now, giving is not just limited to each other, giving is limited to the platform as well. What are the ways you can give to the platform? The more the platform grows, the more you grow. As simple as that. Okay, done. So this was on the skill part. Do you want to know something about the system part? Okay. How many of us have network for business? Show of hands. Okay. Right? Okay. Now, as part of the system, okay, how many of us have been networking for a long time? Like, say, for 7 years now. Okay, brilliant. Now, those of us who have been networking for a long time probably know this. That till the time you don't have a defined goal, networking is not going to work for you. Okay? It's just not going to work. So when you're a member of a platform, you need to know exactly how much business are you looking to generate from the platform. You've got to have that number. And this should be added into the training. Maybe you already have. But we should really do this. Now, every month, do a check. This was my goal. How much am I getting? And it's like बहुत simple maths है जो मैं सिखाता हूँ. That goes like this. Let's say I'm looking to generate 10 lakh rupees of business from Tajurba Plus. Okay. Now, to generate that 10 lakh rupees of business, let's say my training is for 2 lakhs. एक average ticket value अपना बना लो. नहीं भी है तो भी बना लो. ठीक है? It's an indicative sign. It's not an exact science. Don't worry about that. So I want to generate 10 lakhs and 2 lakh rupee product. How many clients do I need? 5, right? Now, will all the referrals that I get from here convert? Not really. So there's something called a conversion ratio, right? Now, as a smart business owner, you need to know what's your conversion ratio. If you don't know your conversion ratio, you have a problem. You have a serious problem at your hand. So you need to know what's your conversion ratio. Okay, this is a new chapter, so you don't know what your conversion ratio here would be. So take a number. What do you think it will be? Go with that. Let's just say 20%. I will not say 10% because 10% is in the open market. Right? Here, they're going to be referrals, so conversion should be 20% above, right? So I need 5 clients and there's 20% conversion ratio. So how many referrals do I need? Sorry? 25 referrals. Okay? Now divide 25 by 12. How much? 2 point something, right? So this means that every month I should be getting 2 referrals from this platform, and I need to start tracking that. This is obviously an example. Yeah? Now, for me to get referrals, we have to go back to the skill. What do I need to do? Give. As simple as that. Why will you help me? Why will you trust me? You'll not. Okay? Alright, fair enough. I may be the only coach of networking in the country, fair enough, but does that credibility is not enough. That credibility has to go into trust. And there's several stages of trust. You need to give to me, and give is not just business. You could contribute in so many ways. So many ways. I want to get admission of my daughter done in a school, somebody could help. Having a legal issue, somebody could give me advice. I don't know. So giving is not just limited to referrals. Giving is giving, period. Okay? So again, your system gets connected to your skill. You got to know the number that you're looking at doing. I'm going to repeat the process again. The goal that you have, average ticket value, that gives you the number of clients you need. Okay? Conversion ratio applied, that gives you the number of referrals you need. And that is the number you divide by 12, and you start tracking that on a monthly basis. You're meeting twice a month here, so you divide it by 24. Which means every meeting they should be getting. A monthly is a good enough number. Actually, don't go into the weekly space. Every month is good, because one meeting you may not get, another meeting you may get, right? Right. So that's about the system part. You've got to have a system to track. Making sense? Yes? Do you know, majority networkers, and I'm talking about many of the seasoned networkers, don't have goals. Forget networking goals. Forget networking goals. They don't have business goals. 98% of business owners do not work with goals. And that is why 2% are at the top. That needs to change. That needs to change. So if you don't have a business goal, I'm not getting into the business goal conversation right now, but if you don't have it, that's one of the first things you need to do after you go back from here. Now let's say my business goal is 50 lakhs. I want to generate 10 lakhs from Tajurba. That's how the system works. And then you apply this formula on the 10 lakhs. Making sense? Can I continue? I have 2 more minutes. Right? Okay. Coming to the third part. We've spoken about the skill, we've spoken about the system. The third one is strategy. Right? You'll be meeting a lot of people here. You'll be meeting guests here. Okay? Now, many of the guests would not be your prospects. What do we do with those people who are not our prospects? They're not our prospects. They will never be.
But they will know prospects.
That's okay. That's the question. Focus on the question. The question is, what do we do with them? No. That's what we are supposed to do. वो हमको करना चाहिए. हम करते क्या है? असलियत क्या है? Yes. Hold on. Everyone. Say that again.
We just ignore.
Yes. We ignore them and move on to the next person. The challenge is we're coming to a networking event and trying to sell, not trying to network. The less you try and generate business in networking, the more you will. When you are able to stay in touch with people that you meet, when you're able to add value to their life and not worry about getting anything back, that is when you're truly networking. Okay? So now what you're going to do, you're going to start thinking in these 3 words. How's my skill of networking? Do I need to improve it? Do I have a system of networking? And do I have a strategy? Now your system contributes to your strategy. I'll just take 60 seconds more. Yeah? Yes, your system contributes to your strategy because now you have a referral strategy. Now you know how many referrals you need to get. Now, let's say you need to get 5 referrals a month from Tajurba. What do you think you should do? Give 5 referrals. Very simple, right? It's not obvious. It is simple, but not obvious. Yeah? Okay? The more you focus on, don't sell. Build a strong network. Give. Make this group a priority in your life. When you do that, the way it'll work, you can't imagine. Summarizing, just one second. Summarizing, the less you try and sell in networking, the more you will.
Big round of applause.
Thank you.